Hey there, my friend, you made it. I'm so glad you're here with me tonight. I can almost picture you all snug and cozy, maybe wrapped up in your favorite blanket. Do you have that one special blanket that feels just right? The one that's soft and warm, like a big hug? Or maybe you're the kind of person who likes to live a little wild, with one leg sticking out from under the covers, feeling the cool air. I bet that feels nice, doesn't it? Wherever you are, however you're settled in, I'm happy you're here. Welcome to this quiet, sleepy moment we're going to share. Before we start, I want to ask you something. It's a little question just for fun to help us feel like friends sitting together in the dark. Where are you listening from right now? Are you in your bedroom with pillows all around you? Or maybe you're in a car watching the stars through the window. And what time is it where you are? Is it late at night when the world is super quiet? Or is it early evening and you're just starting to feel sleepy? I love hearing your answers, you know. When I'm up way too late, like a raccoon with sleepy eyes, I read what you tell me and it makes me smile. It's like we're all part of a big, cozy club, sharing these calm, quiet stories together. Tonight, we're going to talk about something really special. It's called Why Medieval Servants Slept Deeply for the Best Sleep in History. That might sound like a big title, but don't worry. It's just a fancy way of saying we're going to learn about people from a long time ago. These people lived in a time called the medieval times, which was hundreds of years back, way before phones or TVs or even electric lights. They were servants, which means they worked hard all day, helping in big houses called manors. And guess what? They slept so well, maybe even better than we do now. Their sleep was deep and peaceful, like sinking into a soft, warm cloud. We're going to find out why, and it's going to be so relaxing, it might just help you drift off to sleep, too. Let's get comfy now. If you're in bed, wiggle your toes under the blanket. If you're on a couch, pull that pillow a little closer. Close your eyes if you want, or just stare at the ceiling and imagine a soft, starry sky. We're going to travel back in time, way back to a world that was slower and quieter than ours. A world where the night was like a big, heavy blanket that wrapped everyone up and helped them rest. Doesn't that sound nice? I think it does. Okay, let's talk a little more about where we're going. The medieval times were a long time ago, like in the 1300s. That's so far back, it's hard to even imagine. People lived in little villages with houses made of wood and mud. The roofs were covered with straw, like a big pile of hay. Can you picture that? A house with a roof made of straw, all cozy and snug. When the wind blew, the straw would make a soft, rustling sound, like someone whispering a lullaby. The villages were small and everyone knew each other. There were no big cities with bright lights or loud noises, just fields, trees, and the sound of birds or goats in the distance. In these villages, there were people called servants. They worked in big houses, helping the lords and ladies who lived there. Servants did all kinds of jobs, like cleaning, cooking, or carrying water. It was hard work, but it made them so tired that when nighttime came, they were ready to sleep. And oh, how they slept. Their sleep was deep, like diving into a warm, soft pile of leaves. They didn't have fancy beds like we do, but they didn't need them. They had straw mattresses and wool blankets, and that was enough to make them feel safe and cozy. Why did they sleep so well? That's what we're going to explore tonight. It's like a little mystery, but a calm, sleepy one. We'll talk about their days, their beds, and the quiet nights that helped them rest. It's not a loud or exciting story, and that's okay. This is a story for relaxing, for feeling calm, for letting your eyes get heavy. If you start to feel sleepy while I talk, that's perfect. Just let yourself drift, like a little boat on a gentle river. Let's take a deep breath together. In through your nose, out through your mouth, nice and slow. Feel your shoulders relax. Feel your arms get soft and heavy. That's it, you're doing great. Now imagine you're lying in a field, looking up at a dark, starry sky. The grass is soft under you and the air smells like flowers and earth. Far away you hear a cricket chirping, a soft, steady sound. Everything is peaceful, everything is calm. This is what the medieval nights were like for those servants. Quiet, dark, and full of rest. I'm so happy you're here with me. I love sharing these stories, especially when it's late and the world feels still. Did you tell me where you're listening from yet? Maybe you're in a big city where you can hear cars outside, or maybe you're in a small town where it's so quiet you can hear the wind. Wherever you are, I'm glad we're together. I'm picturing you now, all cozy and ready for a story. Maybe you have a stuffed animal nearby or a favorite pillow. Maybe you're wearing your comfiest pajamas. I bet you look so relaxed right now. Let's talk a bit more about those medieval servants. They didn't have things like we do. No phones, no computers, no lights that stay on all night. Their world was different, but it was simple in a nice way. During the day, they worked hard. They swept floors, carried wood, or made bread Chinese letter THEY might milk cows or bake bread. Their hands got rough from all the work, but it was honest work, and it made them strong. When the sun went down, they didn't stay up late watching shows or scrolling on screens. They went to bed because the night was for sleeping. Their beds were simple, just a mattress filled with straw like a big bag of hay. It wasn't soft like our beds, but it was cozy in its own way. They had blankets made of wool, which is the fluffy stuff from sheep. The blankets were heavy and warm, perfect for cold nights. When they lay down, the straw would crunch a little, like stepping on dry leaves. That sound was comforting, like a reminder that it was time to rest. The nights were so dark back then. There were no streetlights or glowing screens, just the moon and stars shining in the sky. The darkness was like a friend wrapping around them, helping them feel safe. They didn't fight the dark, they let it help them sleep. And sleep they did so deeply, so peacefully. Their bodies were tired from work and their minds were calm. They didn't worry about emails or homework or anything like that. They just closed their eyes and let the night take care of them. I wonder what it would be like to live like that. To have a day full of simple tasks and then a night full of deep sleep. It sounds kind of nice, doesn't it? No rushing around, no bright lights keeping you awake. Just a slow, steady life and a bed that's waiting for you at the end of the day. Maybe that's why their sleep was so good. They worked hard, they ate simple food, and they let the night do its job. Let's take another deep breath. In and out, nice and slow. Feel your body relax even more. Maybe your legs feel heavy now, like they're sinking into the bed. That's a good feeling, isn't it? It's like your body is saying, I'm ready to rest. You don't have to do anything right now. You don't have to go anywhere or think about anything. You can just listen to my voice, soft and calm, and let your mind wander. I'm thinking about those medieval villages again. They were so small and quiet. The houses were close together and everyone helped each other. If someone needed food, a neighbor would share. If someone was sick, a friend would bring soup. It was a hard life, but it was full of kindness. And at night, everyone slept under the same big starry sky. The same moon shone on every house, every field, every tree. It was like the whole world was tucked in for the night. Can you imagine sleeping in a house with a straw roof? It would be so cozy, like living in a nest. The straw would keep you warm and the walls would be thick, keeping out the cold. Inside, there might be a small fire glowing softly. The fire would make little popping sounds, like tiny fireworks. It would light up the room just enough to see the faces of the people you love. And when the fire died down, the darkness would come, gentle and kind, ready to help you sleep. I bet those servants dreamed about their days. Maybe they dreamed about the bread they baked or the flowers they picked. Maybe they dreamed about the animals they cared for, like goats or chickens. Their dreams were simple, just like their lives. They didn't need big, fancy things to be happy. They had enough, and that was all that mattered. Let's talk about you for a second. Are you feeling sleepy yet? Maybe your eyes are getting heavy or your breathing is slow and steady. That's okay, you don't have to stay awake for me. This story is meant to help you relax, to help you feel calm. If you fall asleep, I'll keep talking soft and quiet, like a friend who's watching over you. And if you're still awake, that's okay too. Just keep listening and let my words wrap around you like a warm blanket. I'm picturing that medieval night again. The stars are so bright, like little dots of light in the sky. The air is cool and fresh with a hint of wood smoke. Somewhere nearby, an owl hoots, its voice soft and low. The village is quiet, except for the sound of crickets and the rustle of leaves. Everyone is asleep, tucked into their straw beds, breathing slowly. The world feels peaceful, like it's holding its breath, waiting for morning. Those servants didn't have alarm clocks. They woke up when the rooster crowed or when the sun peeked through the window. Their days started gently with no rush. They stretched, yawned, and got ready for work. But at night, they didn't think about the next day. They just thought about rest. They climbed into bed, pulled up their blankets, and let sleep come. It was so easy for them, like breathing or smiling. I wonder what your bed is like. Is it soft and fluffy with lots of pillows? Or is it simple with just what you need? Either way, I bet it feels good right now. I bet it's holding you, keeping you safe and warm. You don't have to do anything to earn that comfort. You don't have to be perfect or finish a big task. You can just be you, resting, relaxing, letting the night take care of you. Let's imagine we're in that medieval village together. We're lying on a straw mattress with a wool blanket over us. The straw crunches a little as we settle in and the blanket is heavy, like a warm hug. Outside, the stars are shining and the air is cool. We can hear the wind, soft and gentle, moving through the trees. There's a goat bleating far away, its voice small and sleepy. Everything is calm. Everything is quiet. We close our eyes and the darkness wraps around us like a big, soft cloud. I'm so glad you're here with me. I love telling these stories, especially when it's late and the world feels still. I love thinking about you, all cozy and relaxed, listening to my voice. I hope you're feeling calm right now. I hope your body feels heavy and your mind feels light. If you're sleepy, that's perfect. If you're not, that's okay too. Just keep listening and let my words carry you. Let's take one more deep breath. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Feel your chest rise and fall nice and slow. Feel your arms relax, your legs relax, your whole body relax. You're doing so well. You're right where you need to be in this quiet, cozy moment. We're going to keep going now, talking about those medieval servants and their deep, peaceful sleep. But you don't have to stay awake. You can drift. you can dream, you can let the night hold you. Okay, let's settle in a little more. Imagine you're sinking into that straw bed deeper and deeper. The blanket is warm, the darkness is soft, and the world is quiet. You're safe, you're cozy, and you're ready for a story. We're going back to that medieval village where the nights were long and the sleep was deep. We're going to learn why those servants slept so well, and it's going to be so relaxing, so gentle, so perfect for this moment. I'm so happy you're here, my friend. Let's keep going soft and slow into the night. Close your eyes, my friend, and let's go somewhere far away to a time long, long ago. Imagine a tiny village in medieval England way back in the 1300s. That's hundreds and hundreds of years before you were born, before cars or phones or even light bulbs. The world was so different then, so quiet and simple. It's a cozy place to think about, especially when you're snuggled up, ready to relax and maybe even fall asleep. Let's walk into this village together, nice and slow, and see what it was like. Picture a little village with just a few houses, all close together like friends holding hands. The houses aren't big or fancy like the ones we have now. They're small, made of wood and mud, with walls that look a little lumpy. The wood is strong, cut from big trees in the forest nearby. The mud is packed tight to keep the cold wind out. On top of each house is a roof made of straw, like a big pile of dry grass. When the wind blows, the straw makes a soft, rustling sound, like someone whispering a secret. It's a gentle noise, the kind that makes you feel sleepy. The air in this village smells so nice. It's fresh, like after a rain, with a little bit of damp earth, like when you dig in a garden. There's also a smoky smell, because every house has a fire inside, burning wood to keep everyone warm. The smoke curls up from the chimneys and floats into the sky like little clouds. If you take a deep breath, you can smell the earth, the smoke, and maybe even a hint of bread baking somewhere nearby. It's a cozy smell, the kind that makes you want to curl up and rest. In this village, there are fields all around, big and green, where people grow food like wheat and barley. There are animals, too, cows, goats, and chickens, all making their own little noises. The cows say moo in a low, soft voice. The goats bleat like they're chatting with each other. The chickens cluck and scratch in the dirt. These sounds mix together like a quiet song that's always playing in the village. It's not loud or scary, it's just right, like a lullaby for everyone who lives here. The people in this village work hard, especially the servants. Servants are the folks who help in the big house called a manor, where the lord and lady live. The manor is the biggest house in the village, made of stone and wood with lots of rooms. The servants are like the heart of the manor, keeping everything going. They clean the floors, cook the food, carry water, and take care of the animals. They start working when the sun comes up and don't stop until the sun goes down. It's a long day and their bodies get so tired, but that's part of why they sleep so well. Let's imagine what a servant's day is like. When the sun peeks over the hills, the village starts to wake up. The rooster crows loud and proud, telling everyone it's morning. The servants get out of their beds, which are simple, just straw stuffed into a big cloth bag. They stretch their arms and yawn, their eyes still a little sleepy. They put on their clothes, which are plain but warm, made of wool from sheep. The wool feels soft and heavy, like a hug that keeps them cozy all day. The servants walk to the manor, their feet crunching on the dirt path. The path is soft from last night's rain and it feels cool under their shoes. They pass by the fields where the wheat sways in the breeze like waves in a green sea. They wave to their friends, other villagers who are starting their day too. Everyone smiles because in this village people help each other. It's a small place and they're like one big family. At the manor, the servants get busy. Some go to the kitchen where a big fire is burning. They chop vegetables, stir pots, and knead dough for bread. The kitchen smells so good, like warm bread and herbs. Others go to the stables to feed the horses, who nuzzle their hands for more hay. Some sweep the floors, their brooms making a soft shush-shush sound on the stone. Every job is important, and the servants work together like bees in a hive. Their work is hard, but it's not bad. It makes their arms and legs strong, and it gives them a good feeling, like they're doing something that matters. They carry heavy buckets of water from the well, their muscles working hard. They scrub pots until they shine, their hands getting a little red. They walk back and forth, up and down all day long. By the time the sun starts to set, their bodies are so tired, they can't wait to rest. That tiredness is a special thing. It's like a warm, heavy blanket that wraps around them. When they finally lie down at night, their bodies say, "Thank you for working so hard, now it's time to sleep." And sleep comes so easily, like a friend who's been waiting all day. The servants don't toss and turn or worry about tomorrow. They just close their eyes and the night takes care of them. Let's think about the night in this village. When the sun goes down, the world gets dark, really dark. There are no streetlights or glowing screens like we have now, just the moon and stars twinkling in the sky like tiny candles. The darkness is soft and kind, like a big hug. It covers the village, telling everyone it's time to rest. The servants finish their work, eat a simple meal, and head to their beds. They don't stay up late because there's nothing to keep them awake. The night is for sleeping and they love it. The houses where the servants sleep are small and cozy. Inside, there's a fire in the middle with a hole in the roof for the smoke to escape. The fire makes the room warm and it glows softly like a little sun. The walls are made of mud and straw so they keep the cold out. The floor is just dirt, packed hard, but it feels good under their feet. There's not much furniture, just a few wooden benches and the straw beds, but it's enough. It's home. The servants share their houses with others. Maybe a whole family lives together or a group of servants who work at the manor. They sleep close to each other, which makes them feel safe. Their beds are lined up along the walls, and everyone has their own straw mattress and wool blanket. When they lie down, the straw crunches a little, like stepping on dry leaves. It's a funny sound, but it's comforting too. It's like the bed is saying, "I'm ready for you to sleep." The blankets are heavy and warm, made from the wool of sheep that live in the fields. The wool smells a little like the animals, earthy and soft. When the servants pull the blankets up to their chins, they feel so cozy, like they're wrapped in a cloud. The room is quiet, except for the soft crackle of the fire and the snores of the people nearby. Sometimes a dog curls up at the foot of the bed, its breathing slow and steady. It's a peaceful place, perfect for sleeping. Outside, the village is quiet too. The animals are asleep, tucked into their barns. The wind moves through the trees, making a soft, whooshing sound. Far away, an owl hoots, its voice low and gentle. The stars shine bright and the moon glows, lighting up the fields just a little. It's a beautiful night, the kind that makes you want to close your eyes and dream. The servants' lives were hard, but they were simple in a good way. They didn't have a lot of things like toys or fancy clothes, but they had what they needed. They had food to eat, like bread and soup made from vegetables. They had warm clothes and a place to sleep. They had friends and family who cared about them, and they had their work, which made them feel strong and useful. Their work was what made their sleep so special. All that sweeping, carrying, and scrubbing tired out their bodies. It was like their muscles were saying, "We worked hard today and now we need rest." And their minds were calm because they didn't have big worries like we do. They didn't check phones or watch TV. They didn't think about emails or homework. They just thought about their day, their food, and their bed. It was so simple, and it helped them sleep so deeply. Let's imagine we're in one of those houses now. We're lying on a straw bed with a wool blanket pulled up high. The straw crunches under us and the blanket is warm and heavy. The fire is glowing just a little and the room is dark and cozy. We can hear the wind outside, soft and slow like a lullaby. Someone nearby is snoring and it's a funny sound, but it's nice too. It makes us feel like we're not alone. Our body feels tired, like we worked all day too. Maybe we helped carry water or sweep the floor. Our arms are heavy, our legs are heavy, and our eyes are starting to close. The darkness is all around us, soft and kind, like a big warm hug. We don't need to do anything now. We don't need to think or worry. We can just lie here, listening to the quiet, feeling the warmth, and letting sleep come. The medieval village is such a peaceful place to think about. It's so different from our world with all its lights and noises. Back then, life was slower, like a gentle river moving through the fields. The servants worked hard, but they rested hard too. Their days were full of tasks, but their nights were full of sleep. Deep, deep sleep, the kind that makes you feel new when you wake up. Let's picture the village one more time. The houses are small, with their straw roofs and muddy walls. The fields are green, stretching out under the starry sky. The manor sits on a hill, its stone walls strong and tall. The servants are all asleep now, tucked into their beds, breathing slow and steady. The animals are quiet, the wind is soft, and the night is dark. Everything is still, everything is calm, everything is just right. This is the world we're stepping into, my friend. A world where life was hard but good, where work was long but sleep was sweet. We're going to learn more about the servants, about their days and their nights, and why they slept so well. But for now, let's just stay here in this quiet village, feeling the coziness of it all. Let's let our bodies relax, our minds relax, and our hearts relax. We're safe here in this soft, sleepy place, and the night is waiting to hold us, just like it held those servants long ago. Let's settle in, my friend, and meet someone special. Her name is Beatrice, and she's a young servant who works in a big house called a manor. The manor belongs to a lord, and it's in a tiny village in England, way back in the 1300s. That's a long, long time ago, when the world was so quiet and simple. Beatrice is a kind girl, and her story is so cozy, it might make you feel sleepy just hearing it. So get comfy under your blanket, maybe wiggle your toes, and let's learn all about Beatrice and her life. Beatrice is small, not very tall, with brown hair that she ties back with a little piece of cloth. Her hands are rough, like they've been working hard. That's because she scrubs pots and pans in the kitchen, and the soap and water make her skin a bit scratchy. But even though her hands are rough, they're gentle, too. She uses them to pat the dogs in the manor or to pick flowers when she's outside. Beatrice has a smile that comes out even when she's super tired. It's a soft smile, like she's happy deep inside, no matter how long her day has been. She's young, maybe not much older than you, but she works hard every day. Being a servant means doing lots of jobs to keep the manor running. Beatrice doesn't mind, though. She likes being busy, and she loves the quiet moments when she's done with her work. Those are her favorite times, when the world feels calm and still. Let's imagine Beatrice now, standing in the big kitchen of the manor, all by herself, humming a little song. Can you picture her? Let's get to know her even better. The manor where Beatrice works is a big, strong house made of stone and wood. It's the biggest house in the village, with tall walls and lots of rooms. The lord and lady live there, and they have fancy clothes and big chairs to sit in. But Beatrice and the other servants are the ones who make everything happen. They clean, cook, and carry things, like a team that keeps the manor happy and cozy. Beatrice feels proud to be part of that team, even if her jobs are simple. Beatrice wakes up early, when the sky is just starting to turn pink. She sleeps in a small room with other servants, on a bed made of straw. The straw is stuffed into a big cloth bag, and it crunches when she moves. It's not a soft bed like yours, but it's warm and comfy in its own way. She has a wool blanket, heavy and fuzzy, that smells a little like sheep. When she pulls it over her, it feels like a big hug, and it helps her sleep so well at night. When she gets up, Beatrice yawns and stretches her arms. Her eyes are still sleepy, and her eyelids feel heavy, like they want to close again. But she smiles, because she knows her day is about to start. She puts on her dress, which is plain but strong, made of wool. It's a little scratchy, but it keeps her warm. She ties her hair back so it won't get in her face while she works. Then she walks to the kitchen, her feet tapping on the stone floor. The kitchen is Beatrice's favorite place in the manor. It's big, with a huge fireplace where a fire is always burning. The fire makes the room warm and glowy, and it smells like wood smoke and bread. There are long wooden tables, pots hanging on the walls, and baskets of vegetables like carrots and onions. Beatrice spends most of her day here, helping the cook make food for everyone in the manor. She chops vegetables, stirs soup, and washes dishes. It's hard work, but she likes it, especially when it's quiet. One of the best things about Beatrice is how she finds joy in little moments. Sometimes, when the kitchen is empty and the other servants are busy somewhere else, she hums a tune. It's a song her mother taught her when she was little, a soft, slow song about the moon and stars. The song makes her feel happy, like her mom is right there with her. She hums so quietly, it's like a secret just for her. The sound mixes with the crackle of the fire, and it feels like the kitchen is singing back to her. Beatrice's days are long, and they make her so tired. She starts working when the sun comes up and doesn't stop until it's dark outside. She carries heavy buckets of water from the well, her arms getting achy. She scrubs pots until her hands are red. She sweeps the floor, the broom making a soft shush-shush sound. She helps carry firewood, stacking it neatly by the fireplace. Every job is small, but together they make the manor a nice place to live. By the time the sun starts to set, Beatrice is so sleepy. Her eyelids feel like they're made of stones, heavy and ready to close. Her legs are tired from walking, and her arms are tired from carrying. Even her back feels a little sore, but it's a good kind of sore, like her body is saying, "You worked hard today." She yawns and her smile comes out because she knows soon she'll be in her bed, all cozy and warm. Let's imagine Beatrice at the end of her day. The sky is turning purple and the stars are starting to shine. She's in the kitchen, finishing her last job. Maybe she's wiping down the table, her hands moving slow because she's so tired. The fire is still burning, but it's smaller now, just a soft glow. The other servants are done too, and they're all talking quietly, laughing about something that happened during the day. Beatrice listens, her eyes half closed, feeling happy to be with her friends. When her work is done, Beatrice eats a simple meal. It's usually a bowl of soup, thick with vegetables and barley and a piece of bread. The soup is warm and it fills her belly, making her feel even sleepier. She sips it slowly, letting the warmth spread through her body. The bread is crusty on the outside, soft on the inside, and it tastes so good. She chews quietly, listening to the sounds of the manor settling down for the night. After eating, Beatrice walks back to her little room. The manor is quiet now, except for the soft creak of the wooden floors. She steps carefully, not wanting to wake anyone who's already asleep. Outside, the village is dark, with no lights except the moon and stars. The air is cool and it smells like grass and earth. Beatrice takes a deep breath, feeling the night wrap around her like a soft blanket. In her room, she climbs into her straw bed. The straw crunches under her and she giggles a little because it's such a funny sound. She pulls her wool blanket up to her chin and it feels so heavy and warm. The room is dark, with just a tiny bit of light from the fire in the corner. She can hear the other servants breathing, some of them snoring softly. It's a cozy sound, like everyone is safe and resting together. Beatrice's life is simple, but it's full of little things that make her happy. She loves the smell of the kitchen, all warm and smoky. She loves the way the fire glows like a little sun. She loves her friends, the other servants who laugh and work with her. And she loves those quiet moments when she's alone and can hum her mother's song. Those moments make her heart feel full, even when she's so tired. Her tiredness is special because it helps her sleep so well. Every night when she lies down, her body knows it's time to rest. Her arms and legs feel heavy, like they're sinking into the bed. Her eyelids close and she doesn't fight it. She just lets sleep come like a soft wave washing over her. And when she sleeps, it's deep, deep sleep, the kind that makes you feel new in the morning. Beatrice doesn't know it, but her simple life is the secret to her amazing sleep. She works hard all day, so her body is ready to rest. She doesn't have things like phones or TVs to keep her awake. She doesn't worry about big things like tests or emails. Her world is small, just the manor, the village, and her friends. And that small world is cozy, like a nest where she can curl up and dream. Let's picture Beatrice now, lying in her bed. The straw is soft under her and the blanket is warm. Her eyes are closed and her breathing is slow, like a gentle breeze. The room is quiet, with just the soft crackle of the fire and the snores of her friends. Outside, the night is dark, with stars twinkling in the sky. Beatrice is asleep, her smile still there, soft and peaceful. She's dreaming, maybe about the kitchen or her mother's song, and she's so happy. Can you imagine being Beatrice for a moment? Working hard all day, feeling tired but good, and then climbing into a cozy bed. It's such a nice feeling, isn't it? Your body all heavy, your eyes closing, and the world so quiet around you. Let's try it now. Wiggle into your blanket, feel it wrap around you. Take a deep breath in and out, nice and slow. Let your arms and legs relax like they're sinking into your bed. You don't have to do anything now. You can just listen to my voice, soft and calm, and let your mind drift. Beatrice's life is so different from ours, but it's beautiful in its own way. She doesn't have a lot of things, but she has enough. She has her work, her friends, and her quiet moments. She has her straw bed and her wool blanket. And she has her sleep, deep and sweet, that comes every night like a gift. That's what makes her special, and that's what we're going to learn more about in this story. Let's stay with Beatrice a little longer. Imagine her waking up tomorrow, stretching and yawning, ready for another day. She'll go to the kitchen, hum her song, and work hard again. And when the night comes, she'll sleep just as deeply, just as peacefully. It's a simple life, but it's a good one, full of warmth and rest. Now let's take another deep breath together. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Feel your body relax even more. Feel your shoulders drop, your hands soften, your whole body sink into your bed. You're doing so well, my friend. You're right here in this cozy moment, listening to Beatrice's story. And if you're feeling sleepy, that's perfect. Just let my words wrap around you like Beatrice's blanket and let the night hold you close. We're going to keep going, learning more about Beatrice and her world. But for now, just rest, just relax, and let the story carry you. You're safe, you're cozy, and you're exactly where you need to be. Let's get cozy, my friend, and imagine a quiet morning in a little village way back in the 1300s. The world is still dark, just before the sun comes up, and everything feels soft and sleepy. This is when Beatrice, our kind young servant, starts her day. Her morning is slow and gentle, like a soft song that helps the village wake up. It's such a peaceful time, perfect for relaxing and maybe even feeling a little sleepy yourself. So, snuggle under your blanket, take a deep breath, and let's follow Beatrice as her day begins. In the tiny room where Beatrice sleeps, it's warm and cozy. She's curled up on her straw mattress, a big cloth bag stuffed with dry straw. The straw crunches a little when she moves, like the sound of stepping on crispy leaves. Her wool blanket is heavy and soft, pulled up to her chin, keeping her nice and warm. She's been dreaming, maybe about the kitchen where she works or the song her mother taught her. Her dreams are simple, just like her life, and they make her smile even while she sleeps. Then, just before the sky starts to turn pink, a sound floats through the air. It's the rooster crowing loud and scratchy, like he's saying, "Wake up, everyone." The sound is soft at first, far away in the village, but it's enough to pull Beatrice from her dreams. Her eyes flutter open and she blinks in the dark. The room is quiet, except for the soft snores of the other servants sleeping nearby. Beatrice lies still for a moment, listening to the rooster crow again, his voice like a friend calling her to start the day. She stretches her arms above her head, slow and careful, so the straw doesn't crunch too loud. Her body feels heavy, like it wants to stay in bed, but she knows it's time to get up. The mattress rustles under her, a soft, whispery sound that's so familiar, it's like part of her morning. She yawns, a big, quiet yawn, and her breath makes little clouds in the cool air. The room is chilly because the fire in the corner has died down to just a few glowing embers. but Beatrice doesn't mind the cold. It makes her bed feel even cozier. As she sits up, her blanket sliding down to her lap. The straw mattress crinkles as she moves, and she giggles a little because it's such a funny sound. She rubs her eyes with her rough hands, still sleepy but ready to start her day. The air smells like wood smoke and earth, a cozy smell that reminds her of home. She takes a deep breath, feeling the coolness fill her chest, and then she swings her legs over the side of the bed. Beatrice's feet touch the dirt floor, which is hard and smooth from years of footsteps. It's cold under her toes, and she wiggles them a little to warm them up. She reaches for her woolen dress, folded neatly on a wooden stool nearby. The dress is plain, a soft brown color, made from the wool of sheep that live in the village fields. It's a little scratchy, but it's warm and strong, perfect for a long day of work. She pulls it over her head, the fabric rustling as it settles over her shoulders. Next, she finds a strip of cloth, a thin piece of fabric she uses to tie her hair back. Her hair is long and brown, and it gets in her face if she doesn't tie it up. She combs it with her fingers, slow and gentle, humming a little tune as she does. It's the same song her mother taught her, a soft, sleepy song about the moon and stars. The humming makes her feel calm, like her mom is right there with her, even though she's far away. She ties the cloth around her hair, making a loose knot, and smiles to herself. She's ready now. Beatrice moves slowly, because there's no rush, no hurry. The manor, the big house where she works, is just starting to wake up. She can hear soft sounds from outside, a dog barking, a goat bleating, the creak of a wooden gate. The village is coming alive, but it's a gentle kind of alive, like a flower opening its petals. Beatrice likes this time of day, when everything feels new and quiet. It's like the world is taking a big, slow breath before the day gets busy. She steps out of the room, her feet tapping softly on the dirt floor. The manor is big, with stone walls and wooden beams, and it's still dark inside. The only light comes from the glow of the fire in the kitchen, far down the hall. Beatrice walks toward it, her dress swishing around her legs. The air is cool, and her breath makes little clouds again, like tiny puffs of smoke. She wraps her arms around herself, feeling the warmth of her wool dress, and yawns again. Her body is already thinking about the sleep she'll earn tonight, but for now, she's awake and ready. The kitchen is where Beatrice spends most of her day, and it's her favorite place. When she steps inside, the warmth of the fire wraps around her like a hug. The fire is burning bright now because another servant has already added wood. It crackles and pops, sending little sparks up into the chimney. The room smells so good, like wood smoke and bread and herbs. There are big wooden tables, pots hanging on the walls, and baskets of vegetables waiting to be chopped. It's a busy place, but right now, it's quiet, and Beatrice loves that. She stands by the fire for a moment, holding her hands out to warm them. The heat feels nice on her rough fingers, and she closes her eyes just for a second, enjoying the coziness. Her eyelids are still heavy, like they're begging to go back to sleep, but she shakes her head and smiles. There's work to do, and she's happy to do it. She starts her morning jobs, moving slow and steady, like a turtle walking through the grass. First, she fills a bucket with water from a big jug in the corner. The water is cold, and it splashes a little on her hands, making her giggle. She carries the bucket to the table, her arms strong from all the work she does every day. She sets it down and grabs a cloth to wipe the table clean. The cloth is rough like her hands, but it does the job. She wipes in big, slow circles, the wood getting shiny under her touch. The table is long and it takes a while, but Beatrice doesn't mind. She likes starting the day with something simple. While she wipes, she hums her mother's song again, soft and low. The sound mixes with the crackle of the fire, and it's like the kitchen is singing with her. She thinks about her mom, who lives in another village, and it makes her heart feel warm. She thinks about her friends, the other servants, who will be here soon, laughing and talking. She thinks about the day ahead, full of little jobs that make the manor a happy place. It's a good life, even if it's hard sometimes. The manor is waking up now. Beatrice can hear footsteps in the hall and voices, soft and sleepy. The other servants are starting their day too. Some are going to the stables to feed the horses, others are sweeping the floors or lighting fires in the big rooms. Everyone has a job and they work together like a big family. Beatrice likes being part of it. It makes her feel important, even though her jobs are small. She finishes wiping the table and looks around the kitchen. The fire is bright, the room is warm, and everything feels ready. She takes a deep breath, smelling the smoky air, and yawns again. Her body is awake, but her mind is still a little dreamy, thinking about the cozy bed she left behind. She knows she'll be back there tonight after a long day, and that thought makes her smile. Sleep is like a prize she earns, and it's the best prize of all. Let's imagine Beatrice standing in the kitchen now. Her wool dress is neat, her hair is tied back, and her hands are busy with a new job, maybe stirring a pot of porridge for breakfast. The fire glows, lighting up her face, and her eyes are soft and sleepy. She's humming her song, and the kitchen feels like a warm, safe place. Outside, the village is waking up, with roosters crowing and dogs barking. The sun is just starting to peek over the hills, turning the sky pink and gold. Can you picture it? The cool air, the warm fire, the soft sounds of the morning. It's such a peaceful scene, isn't it? It makes you want to close your eyes and relax, just like Beatrice will relax tonight. Let's try it now. Take a deep breath in and out, nice and slow. Feel your body sink into your bed or your couch, all cozy and heavy. Let your arms relax, your legs relax, your whole body relax. You're right here in this quiet moment, listening to Beatrice's story. The morning keeps going, slow and gentle. Beatrice moves from one job to another, never rushing. She sweeps the kitchen floor, the broom making a soft shush-shush sound. She carries more water, her bucket heavy but not too heavy. She helps the cook chop carrots, her knife moving carefully, making little tapping sounds on the wooden table. Every job is small, but it feels good to do them. It's like putting together a puzzle, piece by piece, to make the manor ready for the day. The other servants are in the kitchen now, and it's getting a little noisier, but not too noisy. They talk and laugh, sharing stories about their dreams or something funny that happened yesterday. Beatrice listens, her smile growing. She loves her friends and they make the work feel lighter. One servant, a boy named Tom, teases her about yawning so much. "Beatrice, you're half asleep already," he says, and everyone laughs, including her. It's a kind laugh, the kind that makes you feel loved. The sun is higher now, and light is coming through the kitchen window. It's a small window, just a hole in the stone wall, but it lets in enough light to see by. The village outside is busy, with people walking to the fields or tending to animals. Beatrice can hear a cow mooing far away and the cluck of chickens scratching in the dirt. It's a happy sound, like the village is saying, "Good morning." She feels happy, too, even though her eyes are still heavy. Let's think about Beatrice's morning again. She's in the kitchen doing her jobs one by one. She's not thinking about being fast or perfect. She's just doing what she needs to do, slow and steady. Her body is moving, but her mind is calm, like a quiet pond with no ripples. She's already looking forward to tonight, when she'll climb back into her straw bed, pull up her blanket, and sleep so deeply. That thought makes her feel safe, like everything is just right. Her morning is so different from ours, isn't it? We might wake up to an alarm clock loud and beeping, telling us to hurry. We might rush to get dressed, eat breakfast, and go to school or work. But Beatrice doesn't rush. She wakes up to the rooster, stretches slow, and starts her day like a gentle dance. There's no clock ticking, no list of things to do. Just the manor, the kitchen, and her friends, all moving together in a soft, sleepy rhythm. Let's imagine we're with Beatrice now in the kitchen. We're sitting by the fire, feeling its warmth on our faces. We're listening to the crackle of the wood and the soft voices of the servants. We're smelling the bread baking, the herbs in the soup, the smoky air. We're watching Beatrice, her hands moving slowly, her smile soft and kind. It's such a cozy place, like a big, warm hug. We don't have to do anything here. We can just be, just rest, just listen. Take another deep breath, my friend. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Feel your shoulders drop, your hands soften, your whole body relax. You're doing so well just lying there listening to this story. If your eyes are heavy, that's okay. If you're feeling sleepy, that's perfect. You don't have to stay awake. You can let my voice wrap around you like Beatrice's wool blanket and let the morning carry you along. Beatrice's day is just beginning, but it's already full of little moments that make her happy. The rooster's crow, the crunch of her straw bed, the warmth of the fire, the smell of the kitchen. These are the things that fill her morning, and they're all so simple, so gentle. They're like pieces of a puzzle that come together to make her life cozy and good. And at the end of the day, when she's tired and ready, they'll help her sleep so deeply, so peacefully. Let's stay with Beatrice a little longer in this quiet morning. The kitchen is warm, the village is waking, and everything feels soft and calm. We're going to keep following her, learning more about her day and her world. But for now, just rest, just relax, and let the story hold you. You're safe, you're cozy, and you're right where you need to be. Let's get cozy, my friend, and follow Beatrice through her day in the big manor, way back in the 1300s. The sun is up now, shining soft and warm over the little village in England. Beatrice is busy, but not in a hurry. Her day is full of small chores, like little steps in a slow, gentle dance. Each job she does is simple, but it's important, and it makes her body tired in a good way. This tiredness is like a promise that she'll sleep so well tonight. So snuggle under your blanket, take a deep breath, and let's walk with Beatrice as she does one tiny task at a time. Beatrice is in the kitchen, where she spends most of her day. The kitchen is big and warm, with a fire burning in a huge fireplace. The fire crackles and pops, making the room feel cozy, like a big hug. The air smells like wood smoke and bread, and it's so nice it makes you want to close your eyes. Beatrice is happy here, even though she's working hard. She likes the sounds and smells, and she likes knowing her jobs help everyone in the manor. Her first chore is sweeping the stone floor of the kitchen. The floor is made of big gray stones, all fitted together like a puzzle. It gets dirty from people walking in with muddy shoes or spilling bits of food. Beatrice picks up her broom, which is made of straw tied to a wooden stick. The broom is light in her hands, and she starts sweeping, slow and steady. The straw brushes against the stone, making a soft shush shush sound, like waves on a quiet beach. It's a gentle noise, the kind that makes you feel calm. She sweeps in long, careful strokes, pushing the dust and crumbs into a little pile. Her arms move back and forth and her body sways a little, like she's dancing with the broom. The shush shush sound fills the kitchen, mixing with the crackle of the fire. Beatrice hums her mother's song while she sweeps, a soft tune about the moon and stars. The song and the sweeping go together, like they're part of the same rhythm. She doesn't rush because there's no need to. The floor will get clean, one stroke at a time. The kitchen is big, so sweeping takes a while. Beatrice moves from one side to the other, her feet tapping softly on the stone. Her wool dress swishes around her legs and her hair stays neat, tied back with a cloth. She smiles as she works because she likes making things tidy. The pile of dust grows bigger, and when she's done, she uses a small brush to scoop it into a bucket. The floor looks shiny now, and Beatrice feels proud, even though it's just a small job. She puts the broom away and takes a moment to stretch her arms. Sweeping makes her shoulders a little tired, but it's a good tired, like after playing outside all day. She yawns, her eyes feeling heavy, but it's only morning. There's more to do and Beatrice is ready. She likes how her chores keep her moving, keep her busy, and make her body ready for sleep later. It's like each job is a little step toward a cozy night. Her next chore is carrying water from the well. The well is outside in the courtyard of the manor, a short walk from the kitchen. Beatrice picks up 2 wooden buckets, one for each hand. The buckets are heavy even when they're empty, with strong handles that dig into her palms. She walks out of the kitchen, through a big wooden door and into the courtyard. The air outside is cool and fresh, with a smell of grass and earth. The sun is higher now, shining bright, and Beatrice squints a little as she steps into the light. The courtyard is busy, with other servants walking around, carrying things or talking. There are chickens clucking near a wooden fence and a dog runs by, wagging its tail. Beatrice waves to her friend Tom, who's carrying a basket of apples. He grins and says, "Don't spill the water, Beatrice." She laughs because she knows he's teasing. The manor feels alive, like a big, happy family, and Beatrice loves being part of it. She reaches the well, a round stone wall with a rope and a bucket hanging over it. The well is deep and the water is cold and clear, perfect for cooking and cleaning. Beatrice leans over, grabs the rope, and lowers the well bucket down. She hears a soft splash when it hits the water and she pulls the rope up, slow and steady. Her arms work hard and they ache just a little, but she's strong from doing this every day. The bucket comes up, full of water, sparkling in the sunlight. She pours the water into one of her wooden buckets, careful not to spill. The water sloshes a little, and some drops splash on her hands, cold and tickly. She fills the second bucket the same way, pulling the rope again, her arms moving like they know exactly what to do. When both buckets are full, she lifts them by the handles, one in each hand. They're so heavy now, and her arms feel the weight, but she doesn't mind. She walks back to the kitchen, step by step, the water sloshing softly in the buckets. The walk back is slow, because Beatrice doesn't want to spill. Her feet crunch on the dirt path and her arms ache a little more with each step. She breathes in the fresh air, feeling the sun on her face, and hums her song again. The manor looks so pretty in the morning, with its stone walls and straw roofs. She passes a garden where flowers are growing, their colors bright and happy. It's a good day, and Beatrice feels content, even with her heavy buckets. Back in the kitchen, she sets the buckets down with a soft thud. Her arms are tired and she shakes them out, feeling the ache fade. The water will be used for cooking soup or washing dishes, and Beatrice knows it's important. She takes a moment to stand by the fire, warming her hands, and yawns again. Her body is working hard and it's starting to feel that good tired, the kind that makes sleep so sweet at night. Her next chore is kneading dough for bread. The cook, a kind woman with a loud laugh, is already at the big wooden table, mixing flour and water in a bowl. Beatrice joins her, rolling up her sleeves. The dough is warm and sticky, like a big soft ball. Beatrice sinks her hands into it, pushing and folding, her fingers squishing into the gooey mass. It feels nice, like playing with clay, and it smells good, like yeast and warmth. She kneads the dough with both hands, pressing down, turning it over and pressing again. Her arms move in a steady rhythm, push, fold, push, fold. The dough gets smoother and softer, and Beatrice smiles because she knows it will make delicious bread. The cook hums a different song and Beatrice joins in, their voices soft and happy. The kitchen feels so cozy, with the fire burning, the dough squishing, and the humming filling the air. Kneading is hard work and Beatrice's arms get tired again. Her hands are sticky with dough and she wipes them on a cloth, giggling at the mess. The cook pats her shoulder and says, "Good job, Beatrice." That makes her feel warm inside, like she's done something special. She covers the dough with a cloth to let it rise, and then she steps back, stretching her arms. Her body is starting to feel heavy, like it's ready for a rest, but it's not even noon yet. Let's imagine Beatrice now, standing in the kitchen. Her hands are clean again and she's looking at the fire, feeling its warmth. The shush-shush of her broom, the slosh of her water buckets, and the squish of the dough are all part of her morning. Each chore is small, but together they make her day full and good. Her arms ache a little, her legs are tired from walking, and her eyes are heavy, but she's happy. She knows that every job she does is like a step toward a cozy night of sleep. The morning keeps going and Beatrice does more chores one by one. She chops vegetables for the soup, her knife making soft tap-tap sounds on the wooden table. She carries firewood from a pile outside, stacking it neatly by the fireplace. She wipes down pots, her cloth scrubbing away bits of food. Each job is slow and careful, like a lullaby for her body. The rhythm of her work is steady, like a heartbeat, and it makes her feel calm and safe. By noon, the sun is high in the sky and the kitchen is busy. Other servants are here talking and laughing, making the room feel alive. Beatrice is tired now, but it's a good tired, the kind that feels like a warm blanket. Her arms are heavy, her legs are heavy, and her eyelids are starting to droop. She yawns, and her friend Tom teases her again, saying, "Beatrice, you're going to fall asleep in the soup." She laughs because she knows he's right, she's so sleepy already. Let's picture the kitchen now. The fire is bright, the air is warm, and the smell of bread and soup fills the room. Beatrice is standing by the table, her wool dress a little dusty from her chores. Her hands are rough from work, but they're gentle too as she stirs a pot or wipes a spoon. The shush-shush of her broom, the slosh of her buckets, and the squish of her dough are all part of her song, a song that's slow and soft, like a lullaby. She's tired, but she's happy, because she knows tonight she'll sleep so well. Can you imagine doing Beatrice's chores? sweeping the floor, carrying water, kneading dough. It's hard work, but it's kind of fun too, like playing a game that makes you strong. And the best part is how it makes you feel at the end of the day, tired in a good way, ready to climb into bed and rest. Let's try feeling that now. Take a deep breath in and out, nice and slow. Feel your arms relax, your legs relax, your whole body sink into your bed. Let your eyes get heavy like Beatrice, and let the rhythm of her chores lull you. Beatrice's day is only half done, but she's already feeling that good tired. Her chores are like little waves, one after another, carrying her through the day. She doesn't think about being fast or perfect. She just does her jobs one at a time, slow and steady. And each job makes her body a little more ready for sleep, like adding wood to a fire that will burn bright tonight. The manor is full of sounds now, servants talking, pots clanging, the fire crackling. Outside, the village is busy, too, with cows mooing and children laughing. But Beatrice's world is small and simple, just the kitchen, her chores, and her friends. She doesn't worry about big things like school or phone. She just works, hums her song, and lets the day move along. It's a cozy life, and it's perfect for making her sleep so deep and sweet. Let's stay with Beatrice a little longer in this warm kitchen. Imagine you're sitting by the fire, feeling its heat on your face. You're listening to the shush-shush of her broom, the slosh of her water, the squish of her dough. You're smelling the bread baking, the soup simmering, the smoky air. You're watching Beatrice, her hands moving slow, her smile soft and kind. It's such a peaceful place, like a big warm nest where you can rest. Take another deep breath, my friend, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Feel your shoulders drop, your hands soften, your whole body relax. You're doing so well just lying there listening to this story. If you're feeling sleepy, that's perfect. If your eyes are closing, that's okay. You don't have to stay awake. You can let my voice wrap around you like a wool blanket and let the rhythm of Beatrice's chores carry you along. Beatrice's day will keep going with more chores and more little moments that make her happy. But for now, let's just stay here in this cozy kitchen, feeling the warmth and the calm. We're going to learn more about her day, her life, and why she sleeps so well. But you don't have to do anything now. Just rest, just relax, and let the story hold you. You're safe, you're cozy, and you're right where you need to be. Let's get cozy, my friend, and stay with Beatrice in her busy day, way back in the 1300s. It's afternoon now and the sun is high in the sky, shining over the little village in England. Beatrice has been working hard all morning in the big manor, doing chores like sweeping, carrying water, and kneading dough. All that work makes her body feel heavy, like it's ready to rest. Her tiredness is a good kind, the kind that makes sleep so sweet at night. So snuggle under your blanket, take a deep breath, and let's see how Beatrice's body gets tired, step by step, in a way that feels so calm and cozy. Beatrice is in the kitchen, where the fire is burning bright and warm. The air smells like bread and soup, and it's so nice it makes you want to close your eyes. She's been busy since the sun came up, moving from one chore to another. Her hands are rough from scrubbing pots, her arms are strong from carrying buckets, and her legs are used to walking back and forth. Every job she does adds a little more weight to her body, like piling soft blankets on a bed. It's a good weight, a cozy weight, that tells her sleep is waiting for her tonight. Let's think about all the work she's done today. In the morning, she swept the stone floor of the kitchen with her broom. The broom made a soft shush-shush sound, and her arms moved back and forth, pushing the dust into a pile. Sweeping is easy at first, but after a while, her shoulders start to feel heavy, like they're carrying a little bag of sand. Her hands grip the broom tight, and her fingers get a tiny bit sore. It's not a bad sore, just a sign that her body is working hard. Then she carried buckets of water from the well outside. The buckets were heavy, full of cold, clear water that sloshed as she walked. Her arms ached a little, pulling on her muscles with every step. Her hands held the handles tight, and they felt warm and tired after setting the buckets down. Walking back and forth to the well made her legs feel heavy too, like they were made of soft clay. Each step was slow and steady, and by the time she was done, her whole body felt like it had run a little race. After that, she kneaded dough for bread, sinking her hands into the warm, sticky ball. Kneading is fun, like playing with a big, squishy toy, but it's hard work too. She pushed and folded the dough, her arms pressing down, her fingers squeezing. Her shoulders worked, her hands worked, and even her back helped a little. When she was done, her arms felt like they wanted to rest, and her hands were sticky and tired. The dough was ready for baking, and Beatrice was ready for a break, but there was more to do. Now in the afternoon, Beatrice is still doing more chores. She's scrubbing pots by the kitchen table using a rough cloth and some water. The pots are big, made of heavy metal, and they have bits of food stuck to them from cooking. She dips the cloth in water, rubs it on the pot, and scrubs hard, her hands moving in circles. The scrub sound is soft, like a little song, but her hands get tired fast. Her fingers feel stiff and her arms ache just a little, like they're saying, "We've been busy." The scrubbing pots makes her back bend forward, and after a while her back starts to ache too. It's a familiar ache, like when you carry a heavy backpack for a long time. It's not a sharp pain, but a dull, warm feeling, like her body is wrapped in a cozy blanket. Beatrice doesn't mind the ache. It's part of her day, and it reminds her that she's working hard. She keeps scrubbing, slow and careful, until the pots shine. Then she sets them aside, wipes her hands on her dress, and stretches her back, feeling the ache ease a little. Next, she carries firewood to keep the kitchen fire going. The firewood is stacked outside in a big pile near the manor's wall. Beatrice walks out, her feet crunching on the dirt path. The air is warm now, with a soft breeze that smells like grass and flowers. She picks up a few pieces of wood, their rough bark scratching her hands. The wood is heavy and she hugs it to her chest, her arms working to hold it tight. She walks back to the kitchen, step by step, her legs feeling the weight of each load. Carrying firewood makes her arms and back ache even more. Her muscles feel tight, like they're full of little knots. Her legs are tired from walking, and her feet feel heavy, like they're stuck in soft mud. She sets the wood down by the fire, stacking it neatly, and wipes her forehead with her hand. She's a little sweaty now, and her dress sticks to her back. Her body is saying, "We're working so hard," and Beatrice smiles, because she knows that hard work means good rest later. Back in the kitchen, she helps stir a big pot of soup. The pot is heavy, hanging over the fire, and the soup is thick with vegetables and barley. Beatrice holds a long wooden spoon, stirring slow and steady. The soup bubbles softly and the steam rises, warm on her face. Stirring takes strength, and her arms feel the effort, like they're pushing through water. Her shoulders ache, her hands grip the spoon tight, and her back leans forward, adding to that cozy, familiar ache. All these chores, sweeping, carrying, kneading, scrubbing, stirring, make Beatrice's body so tired. Her muscles feel heavy, like they're made of warm dough, soft and ready to rest. Her arms hang by her sides, a little sore, a little stiff. Her legs feel like they want to sit down, maybe forever. Her back has that ache, warm and steady, like a friend who's always there. Even her hands, rough and strong, feel tired, like they're ready to curl up and sleep. Let's imagine Beatrice now, standing in the kitchen. The fire is glowing, the soup is bubbling, and the air is warm and smoky. Her wool dress is a little dusty, her hair is still tied back, and her hands are resting on the table. She's yawning, her eyes heavy, like they're begging to close. Her body is tired, so tired, but it's a good tired, the kind that feels like a big, soft hug. She knows the day isn't over, but she's already dreaming of her bed, her straw mattress, her wool blanket, and the deep sleep that's waiting for her. Can you feel that tiredness? Think about a day when you played outside for hours, running and jumping until your legs felt wobbly. Or a day when you helped clean your room, moving things around until your arms were heavy. That's how Beatrice feels, but even more. Her whole body is saying, "We worked hard and now we need rest." It's like her chores are a magic spell, a spell that makes sleep come so easily, so sweetly at the end of the day. The afternoon is turning into evening now, and the sun is starting to sink in the sky. The light outside is soft, golden, like a warm blanket over the village. The manor is still busy, with servants moving around, finishing their jobs. Beatrice's friends are in the kitchen, too, talking and laughing, but their voices are quieter now because everyone's getting tired. The air feels calm, like the world is slowing down, getting ready for night. Beatrice does a few more chores, each one adding to her tiredness. She sweeps the floor again because more dust has come in. The shush-shush of her broom is softer now because she's moving slower. Her arms ache, her back aches, and her eyes are so heavy she blinks a lot to keep them open. She carries one more bucket of water, her hands gripping the handle, her legs taking careful steps. The water sloshes and her arms feel like they're made of jelly, but she makes it to the kitchen and sets the bucket down. She helps clean some vegetables, peeling carrots with a small knife. Her hands move slow because they're tired, and the knife makes soft scrape-scrape sounds. Her fingers are stiff and her back leans zero aches as she bends over the table. She yawns and her friend Tom, who's chopping onions nearby, laughs and says, "Beatrice, you're going to fall asleep right here." She giggles because she knows he's right. Her body is so ready to rest, and the thought of sleep makes her heart feel warm. As the evening comes, Beatrice's body is ready to surrender. That's a big word, but it just means she's ready to give in, to let go, to let sleep take over. Her muscles are heavy, like they're full of warm sand. Her back aches, but it's a cozy ache, like the weight of her wool blanket when she pulls it up at night. Her legs are tired, her arms are tired, her hands are tired, and her eyes are so heavy, they want to close all by themselves. She lets out a cozy sigh, a soft, happy sound, because she knows the night is coming, and with it, the sweetest rest. Let's picture Beatrice now, standing by the fire. The kitchen is warm, the light is soft, and the air smells like soup and bread. Her wool dress is a little dirty from her chores, and her hands are rough but gentle. She's yawning, her eyes half closed, her body heavy and ready for sleep. She's tired, so tired, but it's a good tired, the kind that promises the deepest, sweetest rest. She's thinking about her bed, her straw mattress that crunches, her wool blanket that's heavy and warm. She's ready to surrender, to let the night wrap her up like a big, cozy hug. Can you feel that? That heavy, cozy feeling when you're so tired, you just want to lie down. Maybe after a long day of playing or helping at home, when your body feels like it's ready to melt into your bed. That's how Beatrice feels, and it's why her sleep is so good. All her work, all her chores, all her little tasks are like a spell, a magic spell that makes her body ready for rest. It's a spell that works every day, every night, and it's part of her simple, happy life. The manor is quieting down now. The other servants are finishing their jobs, and the kitchen is getting ready for the evening meal. Beatrice helps set out bowls and spoons, her hands moving slow, her body moving slow. She's so tired, but she's happy because she knows her work is done soon. She eats her own meal, a bowl of warm soup and a piece of bread, and it makes her even sleepier. The warmth of the food spreads through her like a soft wave, and her eyes close for a moment, just a moment, before she opens them again. Let's imagine we're with Beatrice, sitting by the fire. We're feeling that good tired, too, our arms heavy, our legs heavy, our eyes heavy. We're listening to the crackle of the fire, the soft voices of the servants, the quiet of the evening. We're smelling the soup, the bread, the smoky air. We're watching Beatrice, her slow movements, her soft smile, her cozy sigh. It's such a peaceful place, like a warm, safe nest where we can rest. Take a deep breath, my friend, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Feel your arms relax, your legs relax, your whole body relax. Feel that good tired, that heavy, cozy feeling like Beatrice feels. Let your eyes get heavy, let your body sink into your bed. You're doing so well just lying there listening to this story. If you're sleepy, that's perfect. If your eyes are closing, that's okay. You don't have to stay awake. You can let my voice wrap around you like a warm blanket and let the tiredness carry you away. Beatrice's day is almost done, but her tiredness is just right. It's like a gift, a promise of the sweetest rest. Her chores, her work, her simple life, they all come together to make her sleep so deep, so peaceful. We're going to keep following her, learning more about her night, her bed, her dreams. But for now, just rest, just relax, and let the story hold you. You're safe, you're cozy, and you're right where you need to be. Let's get cozy, my friend, and imagine the end of Beatrice's long day, way back in the 1300s. The sun has set, and the little village in England is dark and quiet. Beatrice, our kind young servant, is so tired from her chores in the big manor. She's ready to rest, to climb into her bed and let sleep wrap her up like a warm hug. Her bed isn't fancy, but it's just right for her. It's simple, a little lumpy, but so cozy, and it helps her sleep so deeply. So snuggle under your blanket, take a deep breath, and let's visit Beatrice's bed, where she finds the sweetest rest. Beatrice's bed is in a small room called the servants' quarters. That's a place in the manor where all the servants sleep, close together like a big family. The room is not big, with walls made of wood and mud and a dirt floor that's hard and smooth. There's a small fire in the corner, glowing softly, making the room warm and a little smoky. The air smells like wood smoke and earth, a cozy smell that makes you want to close your eyes. Beatrice loves this room because it's where she rests after a hard day, and it feels safe and quiet. Her bed is simple, just a straw-filled mattress on a wooden frame. The frame is made of strong wood, like the kind from big trees in the forest. It's low to the ground, so Beatrice doesn't have to climb up high to get in. The mattress is a big cloth bag stuffed with dry straw, the same kind of straw that covers the roofs of the village houses. The straw is soft but a little crunchy, and it makes the mattress lumpy in some places. Sometimes a stray straw pokes through the cloth and tickles Beatrice's side, but she doesn't mind. It's her bed and it's hers alone. When Beatrice walks into the servants' quarters, she's so tired. Her arms are heavy from carrying water and firewood, her legs are tired from walking, and her back aches a little from scrubbing pots. Her eyes are droopy, like they're ready to close all by themselves. She yawns, a big, soft yawn, and smiles because she knows her bed is waiting. The room is dark, with just the glow of the fire and a tiny bit of moonlight coming through a small window. It's a cozy kind of dark, like a soft blanket over the world. She walks to her bed, her feet tapping softly on the dirt floor. The other servants are already in the room, some asleep, some getting ready for bed. She hears soft snores and quiet whispers like a lullaby. There's a dog curled up by the door, its tail thumping in its sleep, and that makes Beatrice smile. The room feels warm and safe, like a nest where everyone can rest. She reaches her bed, tucked in the corner, and sits down on the edge. The wooden frame creaks a little, a soft, friendly sound, like the bed is saying, "Welcome back." The mattress crinkles as she sits, the straw inside rustling like dry leaves. It's a funny sound, and Beatrice giggles quietly because it's so familiar. She runs her hand over the mattress, feeling the lumpy spots where the straw is bunched up. The cloth is rough, a little scratchy, but it's strong, holding all the straw inside. Sometimes a sharp piece of straw pokes her finger and she pulls it out, tossing it to the floor. It's not a perfect bed, but it's soft enough and it's hers, and that makes it special. Beatrice lies down, slow and careful, so the straw doesn't crunch too loud. The mattress shifts under her, the straw moving to fit her body. It's lumpy, so she wiggles a little to find a comfy spot. One part is a bit hard, where the straw is packed tight, and another part is softer, where it's loose. She turns on her side, then her back, until she finds just the right place. The lumps don't bother her because she's used to them. They're like old friends, always there, making her bed feel like home. As she lies down, the mattress crinkles again, a soft, whispery sound that's so comforting. It's like the crackle of a fire or the rustle of leaves in the wind. Beatrice listens to it, her eyes half closed, and it makes her feel sleepy. The sound is part of her night, part of her rest, and it tells her body it's time to let go. She takes a deep breath, smelling the straw, which has a dry, earthy smell like a field in summer. It's a good smell, simple and clean, and it mixes with the smoky air of the room. Beatrice pulls her blanket over her, a rough wool blanket that's heavy and warm. The blanket is made from the wool of sheep that live in the village fields, and it's thick, like a big, fuzzy cloud. It smells faintly of lanolin, which is the oily stuff in sheep's wool that makes it soft. The smell is earthy and a little sweet, like the animals Beatrice sees every day. She loves that smell because it reminds her of the fields, the sheep, and the quiet life of the village. It's not a fancy smell, but it's cozy, and it makes her feel safe. The blanket is heavy, so heavy that it presses down on her body like a big hug. When she pulls it up to her chin, it covers her completely, keeping out the cool air of the room. The wool is a little scratchy, not as soft as your blanket might be, but Beatrice doesn't mind. The scratchiness is part of what makes it hers. She runs her hand over it, feeling the fuzzy texture, and smiles. The blanket is warm, so warm, and it makes her body feel heavy and ready to rest. Let's imagine Beatrice lying in her bed now. The straw mattress is crinkling under her, the lumps shifting as she settles in. The blanket is pulled up high, heavy and warm, wrapping her up tight. The room is dark, with just the soft glow of the fire in the corner. She can hear the snores of the other servants, the thump of the dog's tail, and the faint whistle of the wind outside. Her eyes are closing, her breathing is slow, and her body is so tired, it's ready to surrender to sleep. It's not a perfect bed, but it's enough, and it's perfect for her. Can you picture it? That cozy bed with its crunchy straw and heavy blanket. It's so different from our beds with their soft mattresses and fluffy pillows, but it's just right for Beatrice. It's simple like her life, and it helps her sleep so deeply, so peacefully. Let's try feeling that coziness now. Wiggle under your blanket, feel it wrap around you warm and soft. Take a deep breath in and out, nice and slow. Let your body relax, let your arms and legs feel heavy like Beatrice. You're safe, you're cozy, and you're ready to rest. The servants' quarters are quiet now as more people fall asleep. The fire is dying down, its glow getting smaller, making the room even darker. Beatrice's bed is in the corner, away from the door, so it feels extra safe, like a little hideaway. The wooden frame holds the mattress steady, even though it creaks sometimes. The straw inside is packed just right, not too hard, not too soft, but lumpy in a way that's comforting. Beatrice knows every lump, every crunch, every poke of straw, and she loves them all. Sometimes, when she lies down, a stray straw pokes her side, sharp and tickly. She reaches under the blanket, finds it, and pulls it out, giggling softly so she doesn't wake anyone. The poke doesn't hurt, it's just a little surprise, like a friend saying, "Hey, I'm here." She tosses the straw to the floor and settles back down, the mattress crinkling again. The lumps shift, and she wiggles to find her spot, her body sinking into the straw like it's hugging her back. It's not a perfect bed, but it works, and it makes her feel so cozy. The blanket is her favorite part. It's so heavy, it feels like it's holding her down, keeping her safe from the world. The wool is rough, but it's warm, and it traps the heat of her body, making her bed feel like a warm nest. She pulls it up over her shoulders, tucking it under her chin, and sighs a soft, happy sound. The lanolin smell is strong when she first pulls it up, but it fades as she breathes, mixing with the smoky air and the earthy straw. It's a smell that says, "You're home, you're safe, you can sleep." Beatrice's bed is small, just big enough for her. It's not like a big, fancy bed with lots of pillows or a soft mattress. It's simple, made for a servant who works hard and needs rest. But that simplicity is what makes it so good. There's nothing to distract her, nothing to keep her awake. Just the straw, the wood, the wool, and the quiet of the room. It's all she needs, and it's all she wants. When she lies down, her body knows it's time to rest, and sleep comes so easily, like a soft wave washing over her. Let's think about why her bed works so well. It's not perfect, with its lumps and pokes and scratchy blanket, but it's enough. The straw mattress is soft enough to be comfy, but firm enough to support her tired body. The lumps are like a map of her bed, telling her where to lie, where to rest. The wooden frame is strong, keeping the mattress in place even when she moves in her sleep. The blanket is heavy, like a shield against the cold, and it makes her feel safe, like nothing can bother her. The sounds of the bed are part of its magic, too. The crinkle of the straw is like a lullaby, a sound she hears every night. It's not loud or scary, just soft and familiar, like the voice of a friend. The creak of the wooden frame is quiet, a little groan that says, "I'm here holding you up." Even the rustle of the blanket, when she pulls it over her, is comforting, like the sound of a leaf falling to the ground. These sounds wrap around Beatrice, telling her it's time to sleep, time to rest, time to let go. The servants' quarters are full of other beds, too, all lined up along the walls. Each servant has their own mattress and blanket, just like Beatrice. Some are already asleep, their snores soft and steady, like a gentle song. Others are lying down, whispering to each other, their voices low and sleepy. The room feels warm and close, like everyone is sharing this cozy moment. Beatrice loves sleeping here with her friends nearby, because it makes her feel like she's not alone. Sometimes, a younger servant, maybe a little girl, crawls into Beatrice's bed for warmth. The girl curls up close, her small body warm and soft, and Beatrice doesn't mind. She pulls the blanket over both of them, making sure the girl is cozy, too. The straw crinkles as they settle in, and the blanket feels even heavier with two people under it. The girl's breathing is slow and quiet, and it makes Beatrice feel calm, like she's taking care of someone special. It's not a perfect bed, but it's big enough for love, and that's what matters. Let's imagine we're in Beatrice's bed now. We're lying on the straw mattress, feeling the lumps under us, hearing the crinkle as we move. The blanket is heavy, warm, and a little scratchy, pulled up to our chins. The room is dark, with just the glow of the fire, and we can hear the snores, the whispers, the thump of the dog's tail. Our body is tired, so tired from a long day of work, and the bed feels so good, so cozy. We take a deep breath, smelling the straw, the wool, the smoke, and we let our eyes close, ready for sleep. Can you feel it, that cozy, heavy feeling of lying in a simple bed with nothing to worry about? It's so different from our beds with their soft mattresses and fluffy pillows, but it's just right for Beatrice. Her bed isn't perfect, but it works because it's hers and it's part of her simple, happy life. Let's try that coziness now. Wiggle under your blanket, feel it hold you tight. Take a deep breath in and out, nice and slow. Let your body relax, let your arms and legs feel heavy, like they're sinking into your bed. You're safe, you're cozy, and you're ready to rest. Beatrice's bed is part of why she sleeps so well. It's not just the straw or the blanket, but the way they make her feel. The lumps, the crinkles, the weight of the wool, they all tell her body it's time to sleep. Her hard work during the day makes her tired, and her bed is like a reward, a place where she can let go. She doesn't need a fancy bed or lots of pillows. She just needs her mattress, her blanket, and the quiet of the night, and that's enough. The servants' quarters are almost silent now as everyone settles in. The fire is just a few glowing embers, and the room is dark and warm. Beatrice's bed is her little corner of the world, a place where she can rest and dream. She pulls the blanket up one more time, tucking it around her shoulders, and sighs a soft, cozy sound. Her eyes are closed, her breathing is slow, and her body is heavy, ready to surrender to sleep. The mattress crinkles one last time as she shifts, and then she's still, drifting into dreams. Let's stay with Beatrice a little longer in her cozy bed. Imagine the straw under you, the blanket over you, the quiet all around you. Feel your body relax, feel your eyes get heavy, feel your heart slow down. The bed isn't perfect, but it's enough and it's helping you rest just like it helps Beatrice. Take another deep breath in and out, nice and slow. Let your shoulders drop, your hands soften, your whole body sink into your bed. You're doing so well just lying there listening to this story. If you're sleepy, that's perfect. If your eyes are closing, that's okay. You don't have to stay awake. You can let my voice wrap around you like Beatrice's blanket and let the coziness of her bed carry you away. Her bed is simple, but it's full of love, full of rest, full of peace. We're going to keep following her, learning more about her night, her sleep, her dreams. But for now, just rest, just relax, and let the story hold you. You're safe, you're cozy, and you're right where you need to be. Let's get cozy, my friend, and imagine a quiet, dark night in a little village in England, way back in the 1300s. The sun is gone, the stars are out, and Beatrice, our kind young servant, is ready to sleep. She's so tired from her day of chores in the big manor, and her bed is waiting, all lumpy and warm. But Beatrice doesn't sleep alone. She's in a room with other people, and even a dog, all close together. It's crowded, but it's so cozy, and it makes her feel safe, like being wrapped in a big hug. So, snuggle under your blanket, take a deep breath, and let's see who sleeps next to Beatrice, and why it helps her rest so well. Beatrice's bed is in the servants' quarters, a small room in the manor where all the servants sleep. The room is not big, with walls made of wood and mud and a dirt floor that's smooth from lots of footsteps. There's a little fire in the corner, glowing soft and warm, making the air smell like wood smoke. The room is dark, with just a tiny bit of light from the fire and maybe some moonlight sneaking through a small window. It's a cozy place, like a nest where everyone can rest after a long day. In this room, there are lots of beds, all lined up along the walls. Each servant has their own bed, just like Beatrice, with a straw mattress and a wool blanket. The beds are close together, so close that Beatrice can hear the other servants breathing, snoring, or moving in their sleep. It's not quiet like sleeping alone in a big room, but it's a good kind of noisy, full of soft, sleepy sounds that make the night feel alive and safe. Beatrice loves sleeping here because she's not alone, she's with her friends, and that makes her heart feel warm. When Beatrice climbs into her bed, the straw mattress crinkles under her, a soft, crunchy sound like stepping on dry leaves. She pulls her heavy wool blanket up to her chin and it feels warm and fuzzy like a big hug. She lies down, her body so tired from sweeping, carrying water, and kneading dough. Her eyes are heavy and she's ready to sleep, but first she listens to the sounds around her. The room is full of little noises, and they're like a lullaby, helping her drift off. The other servants are nearby, their beds just a few steps away. There's Tom, her friend who teases her about yawning, sleeping in a bed across the room. His snores are loud, like a soft growl, and Beatrice giggles quietly when she hears them. There's Agnes, an older servant who works in the kitchen, whose snores are softer, like a little whistle. There's Will, who helps with the horses, and his breathing is deep and steady, like waves on a calm sea. All these sounds mix together, a gentle song that tells Beatrice she's not alone. Sometimes a younger servant, a little girl named Ellie, curls up close to Beatrice for warmth. Ellie is small, with big eyes and a shy smile, and she's new to the manor. The nights can be cold and the servants' quarters are drafty, so Ellie likes to sleep near Beatrice, who's kind and makes her feel safe. When Ellie climbs into Beatrice's bed, the straw crinkles again and Beatrice scoots over to make room. Ellie's small body is warm like a little puppy, and her breathing is soft and steady like a tiny drum. Beatrice pulls the blanket over both of them, making sure Ellie is cozy, too. The blanket is heavy and it covers them completely, keeping out the chilly air. Ellie snuggles close, her head resting near Beatrice's shoulder, and Beatrice can feel her warm breath. It's a comforting feeling, like having a little sister next to you. Ellie's breathing is so steady, in and out, that it makes Beatrice feel sleepy, too. The two of them lie there, warm and safe, the straw mattress lumpy but soft under them. There's a dog by the door, too, a big shaggy dog named Rusty. He belongs to the manor and he sleeps in the servants' quarters to keep everyone company. Rusty is old, with gray fur and a wagging tail, and he loves to curl up on the dirt floor near the warmth of the fire. When he sleeps, his tail thumps softly, like a little heartbeat, thump, 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 thump. Beatrice can hear it from her bed, and it makes her smile, because Rusty is like a friend who's always there. Rusty snores sometimes, a funny, grumbly sound that's louder than the servants' snores. It's not annoying, though it's part of the room, part of the night. His tail thumps even when he's dreaming, and Beatrice imagines he's dreaming about chasing rabbits or eating a big bone. The sound of Rusty's thumps and snores mixes with the servants' breathing and the crackle of the fire, creating a cozy symphony that wraps around Beatrice like a soft blanket. Let's imagine Beatrice's bed now, with Ellie curled up next to her. The straw mattress is crinkling softly, the blanket is heavy and warm, and the room is dark and quiet. Beatrice can hear Tom's loud snores, Agnes's whistly snores, and Will's steady breathing. She can hear Ellie's soft breaths so close and Rusty's tail thumping by the door. The fire glows just a little and the air smells like smoke and wool. It's crowded with so many people and a dog in one room, but it's so warm, so safe, like being held by everyone you love. Can you picture it? A room full of sleepy sounds with friends all around you. It's so different from sleeping alone in a big, quiet room, but it's so cozy for Beatrice. The closeness of the other servants, Ellie's warmth, and Rusty's thumps make her feel like she's part of something special. It's like a big, warm nest where everyone rests together and no one feels alone. Let's try feeling that coziness now. Wiggle under your blanket, feel it hold you tight. Now take a deep breath in and out, nice and slow. Let your body relax, let your arms and legs feel heavy, like you're sinking into a warm bed. The servants' quarters are small, but they're full of love. The beds are close, so close that Beatrice could reach out and touch Agnes's blanket or hear Tom turn over in his sleep. The straw mattresses all crinkle when someone moves, and the sound is soft, like a whisper saying, "We're all here, we're all resting." The blankets are heavy, covering everyone, keeping the cold away. The fire is small now, just a few red embers, but it's enough to make the room feel warm and safe. Ellie is so close that Beatrice can feel her little body rise and fall with each breath. It's a steady rhythm, like a song that never stops. in, out, soft and slow. Beatrice listens to it, and it makes her own breathing slow down too. She feels Ellie's warmth, like a tiny heater under the blanket, and it makes the bed even cozier. Sometimes Ellie mumbles in her sleep little words that don't make sense, and Beatrice smiles because it's so cute. It's like Ellie is telling a story in her dreams, and Beatrice is happy to be part of it. Rusty the dog is another part of this cozy night. His thumping tail is like a clock, ticking softly in the dark. Thump, 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 thump it goes, steady and calm. Beatrice loves that sound because it means Rusty is happy even in his sleep. Sometimes he lets out a big, grumbly snore, and it makes the other servants giggle even if they're half asleep. Rusty's snores and thumps are like a promise that everything is okay, that the night is safe, that everyone can rest. The closeness of the servants' quarters is what makes it so special. Beatrice doesn't feel crowded even though the room is full. She feels loved, like everyone is sharing this quiet moment together. The snores, the breaths, the thumps, the crinkles, they're all part of a big sleepy family. It's not a fancy room with its dirt floor and lumpy beds, but it's warm and it's home. Beatrice wouldn't want to sleep anywhere else because this is where she feels safe, where she feels held. Let's think about why this closeness helps Beatrice sleep so well. When you're tired from a long day and your body is heavy, it's nice to know you're not alone. The sounds of the other servants, like Tom's snores or Ellie's breaths, are like a lullaby, telling Beatrice it's okay to close her eyes. Ellie's warmth is like a little fire, keeping the cold away, making the blanket feel even heavier. Rusty's thumps are like a heartbeat, steady and strong, reminding her that the night is kind. All these things wrap around her like a big, cozy hug, and they make sleep come so easily. Sometimes, Beatrice wakes up in the night just for a moment and hears these sounds. She hears Ellie breathing, soft and steady, and it calms her right away. She hears Rusty's tail thump thump, and it makes her smile in the dark. She hears the soft snores of her friends, and it's like they're all dreaming together. She pulls the blanket up, feels Ellie's warmth, and closes her eyes again, knowing she's safe. The closeness of the room, the people, the dog, it's like a spell that helps her sleep so deeply, so peacefully. Let's imagine we're in the servants' quarters now, lying in Beatrice's bed. Ellie is curled up next to us, her small body warm and soft, her breathing slow and steady. The straw mattress crinkles under us, lumpy but cozy, and the blanket is heavy, keeping us warm. We can hear Tom's loud snores, Agnes's wistly snores, and Will's deep breaths. We can hear Rusty's tail thumping by the door, thump thump, and his grumbly snores. The fire glows just a little, and the room smells like smoke and wool. It's crowded, but it's so warm, so safe, like being held by everyone you love. Can you feel it, that cozy, crowded feeling of sleeping with friends all around you? It's so different from sleeping alone, but it's so nice for Beatrice. The snores, the breaths, the thumps, they're like a song that helps her rest. Ellie's warmth, Rusty's sounds, the closeness of the beds, they all make the night feel safe, like nothing can bother her. Let's try that coziness now. Wiggle under your blanket, feel it wrap you up tight. Take a deep breath in and out, nice and slow. Let your body relax, let your arms and legs feel heavy, like you're sinking into a warm bed with friends nearby. The servants' quarters are almost silent now as everyone falls asleep. The fire is just a few glowing embers and the room is dark and warm. Beatrice's bed is cozy with Ellie next to her, the blanket heavy over them both. The snores are softer now, the breaths are slower, and Rusty's tail thumps less often, like he's deep in a dream. Beatrice is asleep, her breathing steady, her body relaxed, her heart happy. Now she's surrounded by her friends, her little sister Ellie, and good old Rusty, and that makes her sleep so deep, so sweet. Let's stay in this cozy room a little longer. Imagine the straw crinkling, the blanket warming, the snores singing. Feel Ellie's steady breaths, hear Rusty's soft thumps, and know that you're safe, just like Beatrice. Take another deep breath in and out, nice and slow. Feel your shoulders drop, your hands soften, your whole body sink into your bed. You're doing so well just lying there listening to this story. If you're sleepy, that's perfect. If your eyes are closing, that's okay. You don't have to stay awake. You can let my voice wrap around you like a heavy blanket and let the closeness of Beatrice's room carry you away. Beatrice's sleep is so good because she's not alone. The other servants, Ellie, Rusty, they're all part of her night, part of her rest. Their sounds, their warmth, their closeness make her bed feel like the coziest